Because I know pensioners use that thing, and if they forget, if they have a fall or something and they can't return Enchanted April or the new Triple X movie, then the machine's going to come after them, or someone at least is going to come around and go...
I think they just charge a credit card. It's a bit more boring than the rise.
I'm trying to paint a picture here, Ace. I'm trying to say when the machines take over...
Well, what about when your credit card declines? You've only got $10 on it. You spent your last $7 on a movie.
Just go big. Go big, go big, go big.
Okay, so gentrification. Now, this is seen more in America where, lower socioeconomic areas of cities seem to have more gun shops, more liquor shops, which perpetuate violence together.
Actually, there's one in a town near us, our Shelbyville.
Yeah, actually, there's a gun shop, then there's
a gun shop, ammo shop,
and a grog shop.
And the bottle shop.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. I always giggle when I see that. There used to be a takeaway next to that as well. Yeah, so you could get a burger. You go full American burger, gun, fifth of vodka. No, not a fifth of vodka. Fifth of good old whiskey.
And then go shoot fest.
Shoot fest, yeah. So long story short, in America they do a thing called gentrification. Unfortunately, it's usually around the African American populations in America. They put more bottle shops, they put more grog shops, they put more pawn shops around places where people don't have much money.
Yes.
And that encourages them to be violent, drunk, shooty, and steely, right? Gentrification of the intranet in Australia, I think, is a thing. Sanity, JB Hi-Fi, the JB Hi-Fis that just sell DVDs and stuff, and the red kiosks.
Yeah.
They're more prevalent in the country where the internet's shit, so you're less likely to get a good stream on the internet.
Right.
Where people have to go and buy DVDs and stuff.
Right, sure.
In the city where you've got cable internet and good NBN and stuff like that, it's more just
streaming.
And if you're in the middle of, say, butt-fuck New South Wales, there's one of those kiosks all over the place, and there's always a DVD shop. There might not be a bloody post office, or there might not be anything of note, but there's always somewhere you can get DVDs. Why is that? Is that because Telstra are fucked? I think it is.
Now, can I just ask quickly, because we used to get paid by them.
Yeah, fuck them.
To stand up for them. But anyway, I just want to know, is it all on Telstra, the internet?
No, it's on Rupert Murdoch.
I knew you were going to say that name. I knew it.
You were just pushing. You were pushing. Look, it's true.
I knew it.
Rupert Murdoch owns Foxtel.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Basically, he owns the media. He owns Foxtel.
He owns the Australian government.
Now, you can get Foxtel if you can see the sky, so it doesn't matter if you've got internet or not, right? So,
I'm just predicting in my head here. Here we go. This is all coming around to Elon now, isn't it?
No, I'm going to leave Elon out of this.
Right.
So, he makes his money out of Foxtel.
Yep.
Now, the internet comes along, and to get Foxtel is something like $70-$80 a month if you want sport, right?
Depends on the packages.
Yeah, but if you want sport's $25 on its own. So, there's $25 large just for sport. And then you can't just have sport. You've got to have a starter package or some other crap like that, right? So it's up there. It's a few coinages a month. He's making bank because of the fact that you can't watch anything out in the sticks apart from Channel 7, Channel 9 and all of that, right? And that's shit. And ABC. So he's come along.
And the soccer broadcasting station.
And this is the soccer broadcasting, the poor man's porn channel.
Yes.
He's come along and he basically got his cronies in the government to push back the NBN as far as they could and to discredit high-speed internet. And this is why we were one of the last developed countries in the world to actually even get Netflix. Netflix had been around for probably 7 or 8 years in its streaming form in every other country in the world, including Namibia, Kenya, Ethiopia. And then we finally got it. And then it was around the time the NBN came in. So Rupert Murdoch went, no, I'm not having this. This is $15 a month. Or back then, I think it was $10 a month. And you had unlimited access to pretty much every damn show you ever wanted to watch. It was cheaper than Foxtel, better than Foxtel, and he just went, no, fuck you, Australia, and nobbled the NBN, gentrified the intranet, as it were.
Now that you mentioned the word Rupert Murdoch, I caught last week's episode of Brush with Fame with Ando, which I mentioned last week on the podcast. And guess who was on it?
Rupert Murdoch.
Kamal.
Oh. I was well off on that one.
You were. Do you know that Kamal on the show credits a lot of his success to Rupert Murdoch, because Rupert Murdoch saw him perform and he goes, right, you'll stay with me for a little while. We'll get you up and, get you performing and all that kind of thing. Get yourself grounded in the entertainment industry in Australia. And then when Kamal goes, well, thank you for the opportunity. Now I'm going to go home. He goes, no, you're staying here. So Kamal.
He bought him like a commodity. So that means that Rupert Murdoch's a slave owner.
Oh, Kamal.
I don't like Rupert Murdoch.
I know you don't. But Kamal, basically, he is saying, thanks to Rupert Murdoch, my career really got going.
Well, I love Kamal, but he's wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, we got way off the VHS track there, didn't we?
What?
But now they've dropped the charges. Now she's no longer a embezzler of felony.
Don't they have a statute of limitations over there?
I don't know, but geez, for video,
21 years.
Can you even buy videotapes anymore?
Yeah, but they're not easy to get.
Yeah, like cassette tapes.
Cassettes are easier to get than VHSs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to get them from like suppliers though.
Yeah. So do the right thing, kids. Take that movie back
and rewind it before you take it back.
Loose talk, even looser opinions. The Burble.
I'm going to say it now. I hate cheating in sport. I really do. It pisses me off, especially the Olympics. An athlete gets up and takes the oath. They say, we will not cheat. We won't dope, all that kind of stuff. All right. But then someone goes and does it. Right. But are they the organisers, the Olympic Committee and all that kind of thing raising the bar too high? Like, is there a point where we'll just peak out and competition is no more? You know what I mean?
Well, I think that they should have dope Olympics. Like we should, if
like
people,
super dope.
Yeah, like if not.
That won't help them compete, as.
No. So look, I think that look, cheating is inevitable.
It's
shit, but it's inevitable. I say we have another Olympics, and like we say to the competitors, like go out, like put 3 kilos of steroids in a needle and put it in your arm. Get swole, get as big as you can and come and compete. And we'll just like see slabs of meat competing against that. We'll see a bloke the size of the mountain, like from Game of Thrones, Hathor Thudrid or whatever he is, the world's strongest man.
Is that
doing the 10-meter run in 9 seconds?
Is that little dragon show that I never watched?
Yeah, that's the one. But wouldn't that be awesome? Like, just let them jack up as bad as they go, right? Like, just hardcore. Like, genetically engineer boxers, I say.
Right.
Get a boxer. Genetically engineer him to put his brain and all his organs in his shins, and just the top half is just slab of meat with eyes. And just watch them punch the shit out of each other for an hour until one just explodes. That'd be fucking awesome.
See, now, do you want to see that? Is that something you want to see?
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
So a person with great capital behind that could make that come to life. Should we pen a letter to Rupert Murdoch? Get it on Foxtel?
I reckon we use him as
Hey, Rupert, got a mate. He really hates you, but he wants to see drugged up sports stars going at it for 12 hours in a boxing ring. I know that you've got all of the ways to be able to create that. You probably own labs and shit.
He can write the rules in Australia. He just changed the constitution because he could. He's probably got fucking hotline to. What's that idiot in the box?
Hang on, am I writing this down in the email?
I'm helping you.
Oh, okay. Jack up every single person there, and let's just have a big dope-ass Olympics. Please, Benny and Az. All right.
Yeah, fuck it. Wouldn't you want to see that though? Like just, the super soldiers, like, Universal Soldier, Van Damme style. Just like, imagine the judo when they were just off chops, bruh. Like, or the weightlifting. You'd have dudes lifting the stadium. It'd be awesome.
You could create new events as well.
Yeah. Like, how many steroids can you take before you pop?
Anyway, the reason why I'm asking about this and cheating in sport is because a greyhound trainer has been disqualified for 4 months and fined $3,500 after methamphetamine was found in one of her dogs.
Oh, what?
Yeah, last week, the Minister for Racing in New Zealand, Grant Robertson, and the Minister responsible for animal welfare got together and announced a government review of the greyhound racing industry in New Zealand. Now, we've
been there, done that.
We have had our greyhound industry in New South Wales gone through the ringer for it, and that's why now there is the Greyhound Commission, which is set up and run by the government. Now, this is absolutely awful. I remember way back in the year 2000 when they did the movie Chopper. Eric Bana was in it. There's a scene in there where Neville fucking Bartos sprinkles speed into his dog's water and goes, nah, me dogs like it. They do. Me dogs do. And Chopper's looking at him. Eric Bana's looking at him going, you should be done for fucking animal cruelty. And he's going, no, they love it. They love it. Right? Well, I never thought that it would come to this in greyhound racing.
Well,
jacking it up on meth.
See, I kind of... Now, look, don't hate me. Just before... I'm going to preface what I'm about to say with don't hate me. I think that it's ingenious. It's wrong and hurtful and terrible.
It is very wrong and hurtful.
But it's ingenious because they would only scan the dogs for dog drugs, wouldn't they? Like whatever performance-enhancing drugs are for greyhounds, they get a swab for that.
Are you telling me that meth's not going to show up?
Well, maybe not. Like a dog's the same. Like, does methamphetamine work on dogs the same? Like,
I would imagine it would. Can you imagine, though, if methamphetamine worked on chickens? Fucking duck for cover.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Like, chickens are deadly, man. Like, even at the worst of times. I hate fucking, like, a rogue chook.
Here's some homework for you. Get on YouTube and see if you can find it. They may have already deleted the video, but there was a video once of a chicken that had rabies.
Ooh.
Fucking thing went crazy.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Like a cassowary.
Yeah, it was insane. Just, there's some homework for you. And not suitable for work warning.
Okay, but what I was saying, like, I think that's like a shifty crime lord, like, supervillain way of getting around testing the dogs for dog steroids or dog enhancers, because it's human enhancer. But does it work the same? Like, because our cat, Velcro, you remember Velcro, the big bitey, hissy, scratchy one.
No, he let you pat you for 1.5 seconds.
Exactly
and then
right.
The rest of it you were clawed.
Yeah, but anyway, he got crook once and they gave us Valium to give to him to calm him down so he wouldn't stress out. Now it's
like
human Valium.
Human
Valium, sorry.
That's what
Valium.
Dogs say.
You got the human Valium? I want the human Valium.
Anyway, it was human Valium, but it was charged at about 3 times the price. We could have went out to, the lower socio-economic area and got some bootleg Valium, heaps cheaper. But anyway, the problem was we gave it to Velcro and it worked like speed.
Really?
Yeah, he got all axed up and he ran around and he screamed and he cried and we were like, oh my God. We only threw out the little strip of the cat Valium about 12 months ago when we cleaned out the medicine cabinet. I'm like, oh, Velcro's Valium. I wonder if this is still any good.
What do you mean a strip of it? Is it
they give you,
pills?
It was a pill. It was just basically like, when you get a box of pills and you pull the silver foil thing out. And it was like they just cut one of those in half and have 4 pills on it. We're meant to give him one every 8 hours.
So it was a tray. It was a cut tray.
You
said a strip. I was like, what are you talking about?
Thing of pills.
Now, listen, this apparently is the 3rd doping case in the greyhound racing industry in the last 6 months in New Zealand.
Bloody hell.
Can you just imagine for a second the drug dens that the dogs are in? Do you know what I mean?
It'd be like that picture of them playing poker, but with more guns.
More drugs.
And drugs.
That's what I'm saying. But then, this is the thing as well, because they need to learn from what New South Wales did with the greyhound racing industry. Since January, 8 dogs have died.
Yep.
And more than 300 have been injured as a result of racing. Yes, that's correct.
That's pretty awful.
It is awful. So, some sports, I agree with you. If people want to ruin their bodies, if they want to do that, fine. Let's put them into a category where they can go.
It's like Call of Duty. If you keep pulling out of games and dropping out of servers if you're getting killed too much, you get put in like the, detention island where you play with all the other cheaters.
Do you?
Yeah. A lot of online games do that now because, people will be like, they'll disconnect the game because the stats aren't going their way, their ratios for kill to death or
rage quitting.
Rage quitting. So a lot of games now pick up on that and they just online matchmake you with other rage quitters. That's awesome. I love that.
So that it just piss you off.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then you quit, and then it makes your rage quit level higher, and all you do is play with rage quitters. So I think that's great. So yeah, take all of the sports rage quitters, put them together, and just let them go. I mean, it'd be awesome. You have some superhero level shit going on there. Where people jacked off their tits on human growth hormone and ketamine and all of that other shit that people take to make them sport better.
Yeah, I can see where you're going, but I'm going to bring it on back to the dog. It's cruelty. She's fucked. It's fucked. That's fucked.
The Battle.
This is gonna be good.
With Benny and Az.
I've given this a little bit of thought, Az, and I don't know why, but I think that more positive spins need to go onto certain things, okay? Like, please tell me the positive side of Botox in the lips for those duck-billed fucking selfies that people take. Not only women, but men do it as well.
Well, it's an evolutionary thing. You've seen those monkeys that have got big, fat, red asses, the bonobos or whatever they are.
The Japanese ones.
Yeah, it's a mating thing. So these chickies on Instagram want to make their face look like a monkey's ass so they get a better chance of getting rooted in the face. So be it.
I don't get it because, like, you know, when I meet someone and when I was back in the dating game and all that kind of thing, I like to actually see expression on somebody's face. I mean, like, I'm thinking like, someone jacked up on Botox, I'd be like, she's a very stoic person.